a featherweight championship showdown between Alexander Volkanovski and the Korean zombie, Chan Sung Jung. So here he is, the #1 featherweight contender. For a long time, this man believed he was the #1 145-pound fighter on the world. He's called out the champion for a long time. Now he's got the winning streak, the finishes to position himself for the title shot. We will see what he can do with it. Well, how about the pop as the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC featherweight champion works his way to the octagon here tonight. Yet another title defense is what's in front of him. He is healthy. He is ready to prove that all the featherweights below him are just that, below him for a reason. He believes he is the champion for a reason. He believes he should be mentioned with the all-time greats. And that is what is at stake for him here tonight. Another title defense, another chance to prove that he is one of the greatest 145-pound fighters this octagon has ever hosted. Our tail of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. Volkanovski is 31, Jung is 33. The rest of the numbers are nearly identical. And now for the particulars, we go inside the octagon where we find Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon is Herb D. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Toyota Center in Houston, Texas. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Featherweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a kickboxer, holding a professional record of 17 wins, 6 losses. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds. Fighting out of Seoul, South Korea, presenting the challenger, the Korean zombie, Chan Sung Jung. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 23 wins, 1 loss. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds. Presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC featherweight champion of the world, Alexander.
They touch him up and we are underway.
Ready. You ready to fight?
All right, so here we go with the start of round 1. I can tell how excited you are for this matchup. Seems to be a striking advantage on one side, but maybe not.
This is a big-time fight. It feels like a big moment for both of these guys' careers. Who is going to be able to implement their game plan the best in this matchup between these two big-time athletes? Nice strike.
All right, so a nice connection there with the 1-2 for Alexander Volkanovski, the former rugby league standout. It's amazing to think not all that long ago this was a man who weighed 214.
I mean, that is massive. 214 pounds, fighting at featherweight now. Could you imagine the discipline that he had to show in order to get to this weight class and do it pretty comfortably. He's not dying when he's walking to the scale. He's a pro's pro, and it's showing in his performance.
Crazy accuracy and efficiency with these ground and pound strikes here, and if you're the opponent, you got to intelligently defend or the referee's going to stop it.
You got to defend, but you can see him now starting to gain posture, and the intensity at which he's throwing these ground strikes is starting to improve. It's starting to get the finish.
All 25 total strikes have landed for Alexander Volkanovski. Well, he misses with the left punch there. Well, they've made all the right reads here tonight, and there's another one. Beautiful read on the leg strike as he catches it and then returns fire with a punch of his own. So they have got the timing down here at this point of the fight. I love watching this guy move on the ground. Another nice transition there.
Such a high-level grappler. You don't see that very often.
Well, he's got his back now. And he's able to work his way back to his feet.
Big powerful punch land. Now he's getting back to the ring.
Lands an outside leg kick of his own. Mixes it up nicely in terms of staying heavy and also staying active. Trying to establish that jab once again.
Beautiful leg kick throw.
Big shots being landed on both sides here. Just misses there with the left. Volkanovski gets caught with that punch. His chin is held up thus far. Got to show up the defense here, though.
Look at how he turns his hip over when he throws that kick.
Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? And a nice job at least staying upright on that.
Another punch to the head. He's really turning every part of his over and that were presented to him.
All right, here we go with round two. Round one, pretty good, not great, but some action on both sides.
Always hope placement on that uppercut.
That came from, but thus far 60 total strikes have landed for Alexander Volkanovski, striking at a 57% accuracy rate. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Keeping busy here off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful. 20 seconds to go. A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control.
He's as tough as they come. He took that shot and he kept plodding forward. He got off of his butt. He got himself off of the canvas and tried to get right back to work. But he cannot take many more of these. You don't want to be the guy that's testing how tough that your chin is.
All right, here we go with the start of another round. Pretty good previous 2 rounds, I thought.
Yeah, it's been a very competitive fight to this point. Both guys have had their moments, especially in these last 2 rounds. You expected somebody to get ahead, but they've both been so evenly matched. We're still right where we started. Look at how he turns his hip into that leg kick.
Oh, and there's another leg kick for good measure. So doing a really good job with that weapon here tonight. And if you're trying to slow your opponent down, mission accomplished so far.
When you can land that many leg kicks, you start to affect the movement. You start to affect the hand. Everything changes when you're blasting someone over and over and over with leg kicks, and you start to see the damage, not only in the legs, but in the facial expression of his opponent.
The numbers 91 total strikes have landed for Alexander Volkanovski, and landing with 58% accuracy against the Korean zombie Chan Sung Jung. Oh, nice punch there by the Korean zombie. Just over 3 minutes to go. And he landed the right hand there. Now he's got the Muay Thai block. Well, it's all pace.
Who's first? Serve him up. Go get him.
Oh! Knee to the body. Now goes in and tosses him down. Now we'll see if he can advance position.
I mean, right into side control. He got him bad! Now he's on top of him looking for the finish.
Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
And Jung's trying to lock up on a submission now. He might get a finish here.
It's in there deep. There you go.
And there it is.
It's over. It's over.
Yeah, you've got to admire the focus and the commitment to getting the finish. You could tell he was in hot pursuit of that submission much earlier in the round, but he didn't want to rush it, so he sets it up beautifully, lets it materialize almost organically, and ultimately gets the desired result. All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
I mean, you know, this guy has such a great submission game that you cannot lay in his guard. He's so skilled, he's so tricky, and he's so good at weaving a web that gets you lost in it, that he made him pay for it tonight and got the submission victory.
Well, hard not to feel good for the UFC Featherweight Champion of the world, not only getting the job done here tonight, but getting the finish as well. A huge submission and one of the bigger performances of his UFC career.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 16 seconds of round number 3. For the winner by submission and new undisputed UFC Featherweight Champion of the World, the Korean Zombie, Jung.
So how about it? We got a new UFC featherweight champion, and you weren't even looking at your phone. You saw the whole thing.
I saw the whole thing. I was stuck watching this guy. This guy had my full attention. He's a great fighter, a great performance to become the champion.